Aditi from Rishi's Aapki Rasoi, and today I'm by myself today, as you can see, no Pati and no Shiv. So today I'm sharing with you all a recipe. They're banana cookies. It's a very healthy recipe, so if you're worried about fat and sugar and butter and all that stuff, there's nothing like that in this recipe. It's a very simple recipe to make. It should take you no more than 10 minutes to make. So let me stop talking and let's get on to the video. So the first thing I've done is I've taken 3 very ripe bananas. You want the ripest you can get because the more ripe you have, the sweeter the cookies are going to be. I'm not going to add any sugar into this recipe, so if you're diabetic, you don't have to worry about that. So I'm going to mash these bananas with my fork right now, and again, it's going to take me like, 2 minutes to do this. And you don't need a masher or anything because your bananas should be so ripe that they just mash really easily with a fork. So I'm just going to do that real quick while you guys are watching. And it's very important to eat healthy even during the holiday season when Christmas and Thanksgiving's all around. We're eating kind of junky, so it's important to also have some good healthy recipes to work with. And all healthy things don't have to be tasting bad. They can taste good too. So this is a recipe that personally I think tastes really good, and I'm very picky, and even my brother Shiv, who you've seen on the videos, is very picky with healthy recipes, and he loves this recipe. So as you can see, once it starts to become kind of like a liquid, once we've mashed it to the point where it's like very liquidy, I'm just going to take it and I'm going to put it into my bowl here. So I'm just going to scrape, and I'm just going to go straight into the bowl. And you all should comment down below what your favorite cookie recipe is. I'd love to hear, and so see if I can make like a healthier version for you guys if you're worried about that. Here we go. Okay, and now before I even go on to add the second ingredient, I'm going to mix it again just to make sure we get as much of the clumps out as we can. And I highly recommend you do this with a fork, because if you do it without a fork, it's going to be a lot harder, especially with a spoon. You want to try and mash it until it's a very like smooth and not a clumpy sort of mixture. So I'm going to pause and get back to you. So now I've mixed it up and it's become very smooth. See how it's very little in clumps? I'm now going to take, I just have some rolled oats here. These are just normal plain oats, no sugar added, nothing. Great for fiber and helps with cholesterol. So if you have cholesterol issues, I highly recommend you have some oats. I'm going to do maybe about a cup of oats, just eyeballing here. The problem with this recipe is that you can obviously change the amount of bananas and oats you add in, because it's going to vary depending on how much banana I added. So I like to say you should have more oats than you did banana, because the oats is how it cooks in the oven. So if you don't have enough oats, it's not going to cook. So you want to make sure you have enough oats that it becomes a very cohesive mixture. So I'm just going to mix this in and do like almost a folding. So scoop, fold when you're making this. So again, everything here is very much, it's not a very fancy recipe. It's very simple. The reason why I like this recipe a lot is because it's not perfect measurements. If you mess up a measurement, it's no big deal. Like, it's not going to affect if it bakes or not. It's one of those recipes where you can be kind of imperfect and it will still turn out pretty good. So I've added the oats in, and it's become kind of like this very thick mixture now. You can kind of see it has oats in it. It's become almost thick. You can almost take it and then just it will plop like that. And I might want to add a little bit more. Alright, I think that should be enough oats for the mixture. So now I'm going to go on to just plating it. It's going to take literally 2 seconds. And how I like to do this is very simple. I just like to plop it on. I've already put nehi onto this tray to make sure it doesn't stick. So now I'm just going to make as many banana cookies as this batter allows. Usually it allows for maybe 12 cookies, but sometimes if you have more banana or less banana, it gives you more or less. So just be aware of that. You can double this recipe. You can half this recipe. It will still turn out just as good as mine. I've done this recipe at least 15 times. My family loves these cookies. It's one of those cookies that's really great. My grandparents are both diabetic, and my mom is also diabetic, so this recipe is really great for them because it doesn't increase their blood sugar. So I really like recipes that allow them to also have fun and eat food, because they also deserve to have sweets and desserts once in a while. So I'm going to take some more of this mixture, add it on, and kind of make it like I almost call them clusters more than cookies because they look very clustery. These are the cookies we made today. I baked them for 15 minutes at 350 degrees Fahrenheit, and they look really nice, and they've baked really, really well. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and please watch and subscribe and like so you can see more of my Pati's videos. And Rishi's Api Rasoy. Bye!